Can ChatGPT tell if someone is underage just from a scanned text or document? Let's build a SwiftUI app that puts AI to the test. So this is the application we'll be creating. As you can see, it allows the user to authenticate a document using the person's age. So to show this feature, I will scan the document, which is a passport that was created via ChatGPT. Now we should extract the date of birth. It should show that the person is underage, they're less than 18. Since they're less than 18 years old, you can see that access has been denied and the date of birth is displayed. To enable the access, we will show someone that is over the age of 18. Created using ChatGPT too. I'll scan and extract the date of birth. As you can see, access has been granted. So this is the tutorial we'll be creating using SwiftUI, ChatGPT and AI prompting. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials. In this part of the tutorial, we will perform the network call to OpenAI. So having set up our request that we've done in the previous tutorial, we just need to type in the following: URL session shared data task with request data response error in dispatch queue main async, and then within that thread we just type in self dot is loading equals false, and the purpose of setting that to false is to stop loading when we receive the response from the URL, from the API. We also need to handle any network failures that could happen. So we handle it using the guard statement. So if that happened, then we just put that onto the main queue, the main thread. Self dot error message equals to no response from API, and that will be displayed on the view, and then we just return to exit the function. The next thing we need to do is to decode the OpenAPI response. Decode it so that we can retrieve the actual key values. So we need to do result equals try JSON decoder decode open AI response, which is our codable structure. self from data. Let reply equals reply, and it should be results dot choices dot first dot message content. The next thing we need to do is to convert the response content to a string. If there should be a question mark on line 78 after the first. It should be here. If let JSON data equals reply dot data using dot UTF-8, let AI result equals try JSON decoder decode AI age results dot self from JSON data, and now we have decoded the results. We need to update the view model that contains the response from AI. Dispatch q.main async self dot access granted equals AI result over 18. Self dot date of birth text equals AI results date of birth. So there we will just extract the date of birth and if they're over 18 or not. Then on lines 87 we need an else statement. Dispatch q main async and if we end up here, that means the application could not retrieve the response from OpenAI, could not pass AI response. Else dispatch q main async. This is for the error of could not decode ChatGPT reply self dot error message, invalid response from OpenAI. Next thing we have to do is to make sure that we call resume to execute the request. Really, we could have done this using a sync and a wait instead. But what happened there? The next thing we will do is we will open the content view and implement our UI. So the first thing we need to do is type the following: @state private var view model equals ChatGPT verifier. So create an instance of our view model. We need another @state variable, @state private var show scanner is equal to false. That will decide whether or not to show our sheet. And then we need to implement our VStack on line 16. VStack spacing 20. See if the preview works. Next thing we need to do is to check if we're downloading anything at the moment. So we use the view model dot is loading. Progress view. Verifying. So it's in a loading state, so it's trying to retrieve the data. The JSON payload from ChatGPT. Else an error happened. We unwrap the error message and then display the error. Within the text element. Add the foreground color for the error. Now can we move the comma? That's not needed. That's not needed. The foreground color. Red. Else if let DOB, date of birth, view model, DOB text. If that contains a value, then we display the value. there's an error somewhere, missed out something. So on line 20, it should be else if let error is equal to error message. So now we try to get the date of birth and then display it within the text element. And then we also display if the user is denied or has access to the application. If they're 18 or over, they have access to the application. But if they're younger than 18, then they will be denied access to the application. View model, that should be view model dot access granted. If it's granted, then it will display access granted. If access has not been granted, then access denied. Foreground color, view model dot access granted. If access granted, then the color will be green. If it's not, then yeah, it's red, an alert. Else, it displays the message, scan your ID to verify your age. So to enable the user to have access to the API, we need to create a button called Start Verification. And we need to include show scanner equals true. That will show the scanner so the user can extract their date of birth from their ID. Button style border or bordered prominent. We just add a bit of padding. And finally we add a sheet. Is presented $sign show scanner. That will show the scanner so the user can take the actual photo of their ID. Scanner view scanned text in. Show scanner equals false. View model dot verify using AI from scan text. Don't forget to subscribe for more Swift and SwiftUI tutorials.